Guys, this is a PowerCon exclusive, but it is available on the Valaverse website. Link in the description below. It's limited to 2 per person. It sold out fast during the show. I'm sure it's not going to last long up on the site. Let's not even waste no time. Let's get right into this Swarm Horde exclusive, and while I love it way more than I dislike it. All right, so y'all know what time it is. Let's check out the ass on this action figure.
Hey, yo!
Pause. I'm talking about detail, articulation, accessories, and size. Where's your mind at? Guys, this is a repaint, and I feel like this is how repaints should be done. They should be given new accessories and bright, vibrant, different type of colors so they stand out from the original. This is the Swarm Trooper, and for those that don't know, the Swarm Troops in the Valaverse Action Force, they're the ones that look like they have the bug type of helmets, and I absolutely love them because the way Vala does the translucent plastic and, you know, the design of the helmets, it looks like the helmets are almost lighting up. Like, I'm going to show you guys right here as far as details concerned. If you place a light behind it, on top of it, on the side of it, anywhere on your shelf, and it kind of looks like they're lighting up. I want glow in the dark troopers. I can't wait to get them, but this is a step below that. This is a step below glow in the dark because the translucent plastic just shines and glistens. It's so damn vibrant. So I'm happy with it. I feel like
this is the way.
This is the way. Not only repaints should be done, but exclusives should be done. Exclusives for me personally shouldn't be brand newly sculpted figures. They should just kind of be repaints. This way you're not forcing people to have to buy an exclusive to complete their character roster. And I love the way this PowerCon exclusive for 2023 was done. I have like my 2 small negatives about the figure, and we'll save that for the judgment section at the end. But right now we're talking about detail. And as far as detail is concerned, you guys can see like the detail on this thing is amazing. I love the color reds, black and red, and then mixed with that gun gray or that smokish gray. It just looks good. I love the way this looks, and to be honest guys, I wasn't excited about this figure at all until I got to see it in person. Not because it didn't look nice, it did, but there's so many other things coming, especially from Valaverse. We have the Vanguard, we have the Swarm Tracers, which are the glow in the dark figures. There's so many other figures coming that I said, oh, this one's nice, but it's not as nice as the truck, so I kind of ignored it. But then when I seen it in person, I couldn't ignore it. Guys, this is a repaint, so if you have a Swarm Trooper or a Wasp Raider, or you basically know what the articulation is like, it's a Valaverse Action Force figure, so 9 times out of 10 the articulation is going to be great, and you're going to be able to get it into whatever poses you want to. And here are just some of the poses that I was able to get it into, just to show you guys real quick. It basically any pose I could imagine him in, especially with him flying. If you have a flight stand, he does not come with one, so if you have a decent flight stand, you're going to be able to get him into whatever poses you want to with that flight stand. And even if he's not flying, you could get him landing, doing a superhero landing just like this. Like, I'm definitely good on articulation when it comes to this figure. I I think this guy may be like the most deluxe Action Force figure released to date, because he comes with the wing pack, everything all in one case, and that may be why this guy's worth 5 points. I also think he's worth the most points to date. Every other one I've seen is like 1, 2, maybe 3. This guy's worth 5 points. So as far as accessories are concerned, I'm happy with what's here, but I wish so bad we had the red bug type of looking helmet, the same one that comes with the Wasp Trooper, and it looks like the glow-in-the-dark Tracer is gonna have that helmet as well. So I wish we had those 2 other head sculpts that we're gonna get with the Tracer later down the line. That would have just taken it over the top for me. But a big improvement here that I have to shine some light on is on these damn tabs. This isn't the first time I've seen a tab improvement, but it was one of the most noticeable to me. These tabs are super easy to place in and super easy to place out, and the little peg that actually tabs into is a more rigid and sturdier plastic, so I'm not even worried about that breaking or popping off. Like, I wish every company would do tabs like these, because these tabs are now my favorite. It's just super convenient and easy. Everything that's here I'm completely happy with, and I'm so glad that the wings came with it, the shield came with it, the different colored guns. I'm glad that this came with it and we didn't have to buy it separately. Just throw it all in one. Not only that, but the window packaging looks nice with everything here too. He is the standard size of every other Action Force male for the most part, but here he is next to some other Swarm counterparts. I love the Swarm. The yellow is my favorite. I never got the green. I'm lying. I did get one, but that one was for one of my brothers, so I gave it to him. Here he is next to some Valaverse Action Force females, all the beautiful ladies in a line that I love. Then here he is next to just an assortment of different brands and other figures, so you can see how he scales in. Also with my Wakanda figures, because something about the red and the gray makes me think Wakanda or something when I look at this guy. Speaking of red and gray, here he is next to the Garrison Cavalry, which is some more Action Force figures, and I like the way he looks here. They look like they can both be army built within the same unit. Here he is next to some of the bigger guys that I've reviewed on my channel recently. Go check those videos out. Here he is next to some NECA gargoyles. We got to show him next to the Storm collectibles Sagat and the Jada toys, Street Fighter figures, as well as that SH Figure Arts Ken. But here he is basically just next to Street Fighter figures, like he could be one of Bison's troopers because he does have the red and the black. Here he is next to some more Street Fighter and also Tekken action figures. I can see him being a tech trooper here that they do wind up fighting. And then here he is next to some G.I. Joe classified red characters, and I like the way this looks. And then we got him next to the only person that'll beat his ass, and then we got him scale wise next to some beautiful ladies that look like she about to give him that guac guac.
You better not! You better not!
Guys, of course there's going to be some bias here for me, not only because I love Valaverse and Action Force and what Val is doing over there, but there's going to be bias because I love military figures, just like I love NECA gargoyles and any animal dinosaur figures or Street Fighter figures. So there's definitely going to be bias here for me. But that's the thing, I'm never trying to sell you guys shit. I only post on my channel what I actually really love. I've liked almost every Action Force figure to be released to date, but you will not find even close to every Action Force figure on my channel, because I try to post just the ones that I really love a lot. And with the Yellow Swarm being my favorite, of course I had to do a video on these guys, because once again it's just an addition to the Swarm and I really love them a lot. I love the red and the yellow, they look so good together. Not to mention, speaking of red, because it's Valaverse and he makes the ball hinges all the same size, so that everything's like basically swappable. Look at the way this looks swapped with the Garrison Cavalry. Oh my God, this looks beautiful. I almost like this more than the translucent head. The Garrison Cavalry helmet with the Action Force black mask. Oh my God, this just hits. I love this so much. I need to army build these guys because I do want to have some of the Garrison Cavalry with these tech suits on. This looks nice. And I always say, guys, make it your own. If I get to army build these guys the way that I want to, I'm making them my own, man. Look at the way this looks next to the recently released David Xanatos that I got. I got this guy from helladopetoys.com. I'm glad I purchased this Xanatos before I actually did this review because they look so nice together. Like I said, I could picture this guy in the gargoyle lore, Vampirella's troopers, as far as them being vampires and stuff like like that. Like, there's just so much different lore and so much different places that my mind goes. I make it my own. That's why I tell you guys, make it your own, man. Make it what you want it to be. But even if you don't, this fits in perfectly with the Valaverse Action Force stuff and the G.I. Joe Classified. Like, it's all good, man. And no figure's perfect. Everything's all about preferences. And that's why I say, hey, let me show you guys why I'm liking this 10 times more than I'm disliking it, because there's probably always going to be a dislike with a figure. And here, when I have to think about a specific dislike, my two biggest things are, I wish it came with more helmets or more different types of heads, but I understand that's more of a preference thing to me. And then also, I don't like that the joint used for the knee is gray on the bottom half from the knee below is gray. So it just doesn't mesh well with the black of the black armor on the legs. But if that's my biggest gripe here with this figure, is that I want more damn translucent heads, because the translucent ones, any translucent ones, look so amazing in this line. And the color of a joint, I think this figure is doing pretty good, man. So in terms of detail, articulation, accessories, and size, yeah, I feel like this guy covers all the bases that he needs to cover, and I definitely need more in my collection. Link in the description below so you guys can go get them if you want to. And guys, like I always say, you're gonna hear the same thing today. Life is short. Try to appreciate it more than you complain about it. Peace.
Don't love me, can hurt me. What you're doing can hurt me. What you're doing.
Yeah, I said I'm just trying to chill. Pose action figures, laugh and keep it real. And I could make some friends along the way, but if I don't, it's still okay. My action figure's here to stay. Said I'm just trying to chill. Pose action figures, laugh and keep it real. And I could make some friends along the way, but if I don't, it's still okay.